8:45 in the morning and I am stuck on 101. And then there was like a fire truck trying to get on the freeway, and then so then now I'm in literal like stop and go traffic, so that's fun. Probably gonna be late to work today, but yeah. And I don't even know what's happening up there, but I literally haven't even got like that far. Okay, I'm literally not moving. I haven't moved for the past 2 minutes, so I think whatever's happening might be in my lane. Yeah, but I didn't check the traffic. If I had checked the traffic, oh well, I'm actually moving. If I had checked the traffic, I probably would have taken El Camino all the way down as far as possible, but yeah. It says 26 minutes till I get to where I need to go. But I actually need to go further than that, so it's great. It's 8:38. I'm heading inside now. I got here at like 8:36. Yeah, so I'm late, but what can you do? It's December 11th, 1:23 p.m. and I just got to my car for lunch and I need to hurry up and eat my lunch. Normally, I wouldn't be all rushed and stuff, but I have a meeting at 2 o'clock, so yeah, and I went to lunch late because I got busy because the lady who sits next to me was talking to me and just kept talking, and yeah, so I couldn't get out of the conversation, so that leaves us here. It's 1:56. I just took a 30-minute lunch and heading back inside now. Hopefully I make it to my meeting. I don't even know what room it's in, honestly. At least not yet, but gotta go find out. It's 5:14 and I don't like this lighting. It's 5:14 and I am on the way home, but I feel like my stories keep getting cut off because I don't like the road noise in my videos, but yeah, so if I end up cutting and I'm at like a completely different lighting and a different outfit or whatever, that's why. But today I was working with someone on something, and then the lady that sits next to me now, and the guy who sits across from me, which that guy, he's okay, he's fine, but they were both standing at my desk, and my drawer unit, which is under my table, was pulled out, and all the stuff that I have on my drawer unit, like on the top, was all like messed up and stuff. And then I was like, what is going on here? And then that lady was all like, we were looking for blank, like I can't say it, but we were looking for this thing. And then I was like, why are you going through my things? And then she's like, and then I was putting my drawer unit back in place, but then the wheel got like locked and then it got stuck, and then yeah, I had to pull it out and then push it back. And then she was like, I'll help with that, but like I don't need her help. Like she's literally just like, isn't it common respect to not go through people's things? Like you can't tell me that I'm the only person that thinks that that is like rude and like out of key. Like seriously. I talked to the guy who sits across from me, and I was asking him like after the fact this whole story and stuff, and asking him like what actually happened. And he was like, so she went up to me and asked me for the thing that she was looking for, and then he didn't have it, so then he told her to go ask this other guy. So and then she walked away, and then she came back to that guy, the guy who sits across from me, and she was like, I looked at that guy's area and I didn't see it. And then they were walking back to the desk area, and then she was like, let's look through Nikki's stuff. Like, what? How's, yeah, like literal common courtesy. You should not be going through people's stuff without permission. Like, and also you should tell somebody if you want something of theirs, and then they could help you get it. Like, literally. Yeah, and if you do take something, if you go through someone's things, which you shouldn't do first of all, but if you do and then you take something, you should tell them that you took it. Like, is that not common knowledge? Because I thought it was. And like, I'm just getting tired of this. Literally, she's been sitting next to me for 3 months, basically, and all her other similar titled people already left. It is December 12th, 1:55 p.m. and I am going to take a full relaxing 1 hour lunch today because yesterday I only took a half-hour lunch. And I know it is late, but basically I was like talking to this guy about organizing stuff, because basically there's this like shelf that's like really disorganized, and then this manager guy got like kind of in trouble, I guess, because people couldn't find the things on the shelf. So then he sent out an email today asking people, or telling people that like we need to come up with a better system. And then me being a super organized person, and also I didn't have like really anything much to do today, I was like, okay, like I'll take this on, because I think I'm like one of the most organized people. But anyways, so then I was like talking to somebody about that, and then we had one idea, and then we had another idea, and then ideas just kept flowing and stuff. And then we went to like the back storage room to get like a shelf, and then and all that. And then we started it, but then I was like, I need to go to lunch, because it was like 1:15, and then somebody needed my help, so then I went to help them, and then I was walking to go like wash my hands to come to lunch, and then somebody else was like, can you help me with this? And I'm like, I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try. And then they just needed help like delimiting on Excel. But yeah, yep, that's it. So that leads me to 1:56 now. So yeah, it is currently December 15th, and I'm in my car for lunch, but I already ate my lunch. But today has been crazy. So basically I was sitting at my desk today talking to the guy who sits next to me about something, and then this like weird ringing noise started happening. And like, we're in like a production area next to the warehouse, so there's like always like forklifts driving by and carts, and yeah, so there's like this weird ringing noise, but like it didn't sound like a cart or a forklift or anything like that. So then people were like standing up and being like, is that a fire alarm? Like, what? And then I was like, that is not a fire alarm, because if that is a fire alarm, that is literally like, that is not a fire alarm. Like, a fire alarm should be way louder, because it was like faint, like you could just like, I could just sit there through that noise. Like, yeah, fire alarm should have like a loud warning. Yeah, this was like really faint, like you could hear it, everybody could hear it, but like it was not loud at all. So then we were like, okay, whatever, like this is not a fire alarm. And then it was just still going off, like whatever. And then a couple seconds later, like maybe like 30 seconds to a minute later, then a loud one went off, and then we were like, okay, fine, that's the fire alarm. But so I think the fire alarm needed a bit of warming up, which is sketchy, because why does a fire alarm need to be warmed up? Because like at that point, I mean, we're all gonna be in the fire, you know. Yeah, so we went outside, and yeah, that's what the clip before this was. But I couldn't record much because I was in an area full of people, and yeah, and then we signed a paper that we were there. But yeah, and then we went back inside, and yeah, didn't last too long, but it was still really cold, even though I'm wearing 2 jackets. But yeah, and then I was talking to this other guy, but then that guy was like, did you hear that the production manager guy just got walked out? And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, just now? And then he was like, oh yeah, I was just at the rack over there, and then the guy was walking out and he said bye. And I'm like, what? Yeah. And I'm like, that's so sad. But yeah. But the backstory, you won't believe this part. Okay. On a happier note, I went back to the guy I was talking to originally, and then he's trying to do this whole math calculation guessing my age. Yeah, and he guessed I was 20. I gave him plus or minus 1 year, so he guessed 26, which means 25 to 27. And I was like, nope, you're wrong. And then he was like, what? Like, I need to rethink my math then. Like, you're making me rethink everything about your age. Yeah, and he said that I am like really mature, so I might tell him how old I am when either I leave the company or he leaves the company, whoever does it first, but he's gonna be shocked. He really is. I know he is because of the way he was reacting. No, I'm leaving. Were you gonna leave anyways? Yeah. Okay, me too, yeah. Get out of here. That one's not terribly loud, actually, which it should be. Like, literally, I'm all the way over here, and I can barely even hear it. Like, what? That's how faint it is. But I think everybody left already, which is good. Like left the building, not left. It's a bunch of people outside, and the sky is pink.